Omnia was founded in 1953 and manufactures explosives, fertiliser and general chemicals. It has a market cap of 8.9 billion rand, PE of 14.8 and a dividend yield of 2.6%. Let's talk about Omnia.
Head office here in Joburg, but its main production facility is down in the Sasolburg area, where it manufactures the stuff that we talked about, which is mostly fertilizers and open cast mining explosives, you know, big bags of stuff that you mix together in an open cast mining situation.
Look at the share price graph there. Grant, if you can weigh in for me.
Oh, so I guess two sectors that you didn't want to be exposed in throughout 2015 and 2016 on the local front is, of course, the agricultural industry and also the mining industry. Agricultural industry, we had the tremendous drought, which really impacted the farmers. We saw farmers not necessarily planting, and also I think their balance sheets came under quite a bit of pressure. And that, of course, has a short-term impact on the demand for fertilizer. And then on the mining front, I think all the uncertainty we've even seen recently with the mining charter, you're not seeing tremendous mining activity. There's no mining capex. And even those mines that are spending a bit of capex, I mean, they really are trying to get their stripping ratios down. So trying to be as efficient as they can. So both those sectors, which Omnia relies on, extremely cyclical and have been under quite a bit of pressure.
What is the split? So just to reiterate, you've got...
It varies. By turnover, mining was smaller but more profitable, and then turnover in agricultural fertilizers was high, but the margins were low. But now the rains came, so everybody's planting like crazy, but the problem is that the maize prices have fallen, so the farmers apparently are not happy. It's like they made more grain, but they're going to get bum prices.
Look, the long-term opportunity in agriculture is enormous. You just look at the number of people in the world, you look at the fact that Africa has 60% of the world's uncultivated arable land. This is the next frontier.
And this
the
is again
continent
a very
is the next
good
frontier when it
company
comes to agriculture.
that has excellent outreach offices. They have this whole nutriology approach where they specially select the mix for your particular crop circumstances. And they have the same high customer focus in their mining business. So there's nothing wrong with these guys. The problem is just their margins are what they are, and if there's volatility, people don't like the share price.
Grant, anything to add before we call this? Do you like my enthusiasm around agriculture and the African continent?
I agree. I'm not sure I'm convinced in the short term. In the long term, I definitely agree with you. So if you are calling the bottom in the agricultural sector, I'm still quite concerned about the mining activity that we're seeing locally. So I think they are going to have to try and push into Africa and try and get more contracts into the rest of Africa.
Just one small flag additionally, you know, they own Protea Chemicals, which has always been a bit neither here nor there, but they bought a business called Umongo, which is like a petroleum's product refiner and distributor. So it looks as though the head office at Omnia are looking to expand that general chemicals and petroleum product space. Quite a big acquisition, 780 million rands worth to buy that thing. So I don't know, we'll have to wait and see also how that plays out in next set of results.
Can you call it? Hot? Not?
I'm going to go not hot. Too many clouds on the horizon, too many difficulties in the mining and the agriculture space, I'm sorry to say.
In the short term, I'm not hot.